Well, that number's no longer right. Hold on. I got to do a couple of things. So first, give me a second. Boop, 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 boop. What's going on, guys? Sorry about this. What's up, everybody? Let's see if this works. Sorry. Apparently, we have some new and exciting issues. Main account blitz, 15 mil right now, which actually means I probably have to do another blitz rotation in about 5 minutes. I'm going a little bit early. Yep, YouTube's being stupid. All right, guys, we're going to do something completely different for a second. Yeah, YouTube decided that my 5 o'clock video go live time was better 15 minutes early. So what are you going to do? We're going to go live. That's what we're going to do. Here we go. All right. No, 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 no. What's going on, guys? Sorry, guys. I have to push a button first, and then we'll be good to go. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go here, here, and I'll see you guys in a... But first, I want to talk about my sponsor, Amazon Coins. What are Amazon Coins? Don't worry. We're going to talk about them. So, Amazon Coins are basically a currency that you can use if you use Android devices to save up to like 20% on buying stuff in games. Marvel Strike Force, for example. So, simply put, think of it like a arcade, you know, where you give them a certain amount of money and you get tokens, and those tokens have values for the items you're going to buy. It's roughly the same too. The more you buy, the cheaper the discount. So for example, to get an in-game value of $50 or 5,000 Amazon coins, you spend $42.50. And as you can see, it goes a little bit better every time, up to my knowledge, one of the best deals you can get, which is $400 for $500 worth of Amazon coins. And again, these can be used for various games, including Marvel Strike Force. More or less, the entire idea of Amazon coins is a way for you not necessarily to save money, but to get more from your money as you're playing through games. I use this, as you guys have seen multiple times, in a lot of the gameplay I use. It's just the most efficient way for me to spend money in the games that I love to spend money in. And if you're not spending money in them, this might actually make some of the offers come up as a little bit better value for you, especially if you're saving 20% on everything. That's pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoyed this information. If you want it, you can check the links below to get more information like this. Holy fucking shit! I swear to God, you would think fucking YouTube had its shit together. This is the last time I trust anything YouTube wants to do. Anyway, what's going on, guys? Back's doing much better. I set up YouTube to start streaming at 5 o'clock exactly and run that pre-roll. That's it. So I've been sitting at my computer, and then I look down and I notice Tony Scungili's live. And I'm like, no, he's not. He's not, because I'm Tony Scungili. He can't possibly be live. But lo and behold, I was live. And lo and behold, YouTube fucked me again. Because YouTube is stupid. So let me just do a quick little update on the calculation so far. I have spent $51.97 this month, so I don't have much left. Okay. The last thing I bought was about like maybe a couple hours ago, $24.99 for the 3K energy bundle, which is why I have 3,000 extra energy. I bought it the second I hit energy cap because who fucking cares? And I'm going to burn through it. That is 100% of what's going on. So far this week, I have accomplished very little. I have to get 12,000 experience to get to the next level, so this 3,000 is going to help me chain through a little bit more. We have brought a reasonable upswing of characters, especially the characters that are of any note. But this is why that 1,000 energy bundle is of any relevance. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. So I'm burning through as much energy now as I can. It's really just for the experience. Honestly, I'm probably going to save some for reset. You know, 8 o'clock. You're not losing any energy. Oh, yeah, no. We are waiting for that to come up as well, too. That's kind of why I wanted to be a little bit earlier. But, again, 5 minutes earlier is not the same as what happened now. Whatever. So we go live early. We're still doing 2 hours. We're still talking about it. Nothing has changed. We're just working towards it. For those who aren't aware, I hurt my back earlier in the week on Monday, so I missed about a day and a half's worth of gameplay. So I'm a little bit far behind. This 3,000 energy is definitely going to catch me up, at least as far as that's concerned. I would definitely have bought a bundle that was just Kestrel energy, but nothing really I could do there. Let's spend these. And I was going to queue up the strike time page, because I actually have access to the strike time page before it goes live, even though it doesn't do much for anybody until it's live and I have to refresh. I'd rather just queue it up anyway. And let's just start spending this. Any new purchases? Were you not paying attention 30 seconds ago? When I discussed what my new purchase was and why I purchased it and what I'm doing? Actually, I'll give you another opportunity. Looking at just this screen right here, you tell me if I made any new purchases. You said blog post live. It is... Cool, here it is. So, let's take a quick look at the blog post. X Factor and Jubs? What? Crazy. Wow. Insane. Insane. Cool. Start breaking free from your regenerative cocoon if you're in one because you don't have to blah, blah, blah. Here's Adam Warlock. Ugh, God, I guess I'll put this on. Oh, it doesn't even premiere yet. Okay, we're not going to watch it then. So, Soul Mage Assault, attack primary target for 350 damage, prolonged duration of all negative effects, excluding ability block and stun by 1. Dude, mind-blowing. Absolute mind-blowing, because I knew the X Factor was going to... My information was that the X Factor was going to use a legendary to unlock a character. I had no idea. No, I couldn't have even guessed. So I'm wrong. I couldn't have even guessed that they were going to take Jubilee and 4 X Factor characters. Absolute insanity. Like, absolutely crazy. Like, some weird mishmash. So now they could just do whatever they want. There's no... Oh. ISO class level 3. Yep. I knew the X Factor were unlocking a legendary. There was supposed to be the X Factor and a legendary to unlock that character. I had assumed for a very long time, apparently incorrectly, that it was the X Factor legendary. Yo, yeah, we're not speculating ever again. Never again. Yep. We're not speculating ever again. It's not worse. It is better. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, so the source was correct about 4X Factor and Jubilee unlocking a legendary unlocking the next legendary. But like the fact that it was this, no idea. So yeah, there's no reason to speculate ever again. This is ridiculous. 4X Factors and Jubilee. This is absurd. So I won't be speculating anymore. I will exclusively work on facts. I guess it means the X Factor will be farmable soon. Alright, so. Hero Cosmic Mystic Support Infinity Watch Legendary. Infinity Watch, so they are adding that tag to the game. Cool. Tech Primary, prolong the duration of the negative effects, excluding ability block and stun by 1. Ability to bleed for 2 turns. Excluding ability block and stun. Weird, but okay. Yeah, no. Thank you. Enfeebling Blast, 5 energy, attack primary target for 500 damage, and apply ability block for 2 turns. All villain protectors? Fucking... Okay. Apply disrupted to all enemy protectors for 2 turns. Were those Jubilee event next week? Did they not announce it in this blog post? Because they should be. It should say somewhere, returning legendary. Oh, wow. They brought back Doc Ock and not Jubilee yet. Interesting. I'm fairly confident Doc Ock was, like, legitimately less than a month ago. Does anyone else remember that? I'm pretty sure that I was doing this series, like, the last time Doc Ock came. Because there was that offer. Wow. Interesting. No idea what's going on here. ISO class level 4 and ISO class level 5. Amazing. Okay. So just check the rest of him. 4 of 6, so not ready on turn 1. Apply Safeguard to self. Okay, cool. So there's a new ability that we're not getting. Cool. Apply attack primary target and apply stun. Chain 1, 2 spaces within. Apply stun. Attack cannot be countered. Unspawn. Apply Safeguard, which is a new ability, I'm sure. If health is full of start of match. Revive wounds with 60%. Okay. Okay. No, like, I'm not even saying no Jubilee since the last Doc Ock. I'm saying Doc Ock was like a month ago. This is super all over the place. Like, this is literally all over the place. I have no idea. Yeah, well, Safeguard, it's a new ability, so let's see if... I'm not watching a live video. Like, I'm not doing that. Infinity Watch, sure. Join X Factor Investigations and Jubilee on their intergalactic search for the missing Adam Warlock. That, to me, that's my favorite. That's my favorite thing. They were just like, fine, four characters and a different legendary. Every single person was like 70% correct. Who was guessing? All of the speculation. Like, there were people speculating it was the Astonishing X-Men. There were people speculating it was X Factor. There were people speculating so much. And then I wouldn't even feel bad about anybody being wrong because 4 X Factor characters and Jubilee. 4 X Factor characters and Jubilee. Nobody guessed that. Nobody. That was impossible. That was, like, impossible. At that point, the 5 most recent legendaries was more likely. At this point, like, it was more likely to just be random characters. Like, that's all over the place. Which is also weird, because the X Factor characters were supposed to unlock a legendary down the road. So that's why I was super confident. Like, that's why I was super confident that it wasn't the X Factor, because I knew that the X Factor needed a legendary. So I was like, well, that can't be this one, right? So, like, that's me reading wrong, right? That's just not right. The positive side of the news is it exists. So they got you with spending on the Heroes for Hire? Yeah, I bought 2 offers. Yeah, I bought 1 Colleen and 1 that, but that's all I bought. Now, though, I'm weirded out a little bit because I don't actually give a shit about getting Colleen anymore. So I'm just done blitzing now. Good morning. No, they are getting reworked. They should be getting reworked. So that's why the double Polaris Strike Pass? Yeah, the good news is I don't have to blitz ever again. So I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. They should be farmable. Soon, yes. So that's why I'm not really worried about it. I'll look at my main account. Thank God I was going to do a blitz rotation. Yeah, we're done blitzing now. At least it saved me that much time. So they got me for $100, but what's the other side of funny is I didn't buy you know, any of the X Factor characters, and they're all 5-star. Polaris is just under. But yeah, I didn't pay for any of the X Factor characters, and I already have them at 5-star. Go me. Go me. Happy to see that. Weird. So, Jubilee and the 4 X Factor characters. So half the people who went all in on the X Factor instead of the Astonishing X-Men might not have Jubilee. Yeah, this is weird. It's so weird. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Heroes for Hire was going to be a great choice, right? But, whew. Crazy. Anyway, join X Factor investigation. Jubilee on their intergalactic search for missing Adam Warlock. This looks stupid. All right. Also, you're required ISO level 3, 4, and 5. And oh wait, these are no requirements. Right here, these are recommendations. Wait. While the tier 6, feel free to dive in. The requirements. Wow, okay, so you need gear tier 13 and gear tier 14 to get the 7-star event. Wow. This means they can delay the X-Men farm release. Yeah, but they were never going to be the Astonishing X-Men. That was known. It's crazy to me that instead of choosing the Astonishing X-Men, or giving the X Factor their 5th member, who was supposed to be a couple of there was a couple of different options that they were talking about, but like the biggest ones were like Havoc and Magic were the known quantities in that conversation. Instead of giving them that setup, they were just like, no, half of this one team that just became available over the last literally 6 months, and a legendary. It's not Bleeding Wallets, dude. Because all the people who have all the characters, like, the people who spent the money on all these characters did that already. No, Magic was supposed to be a part of a separate team. Did they talk about Adam Warlock's stats yet? Cosmic... Oh, he's just Mystic? He's not Mystic Bio? Interesting. I don't care. Like, I'm not impressed by him. Whatever Safeguard is.
Team's damage by 10.
All right.
Version 5.4, and this could not come soon enough because I need to get my Kestrel to gear tier 15 because she's good basically everywhere. How are you doing, good sir? Big news on us. Character. We released on social media. Could you...
96 and 67 was...
Soulstone.
Gets them all together. It's an effect that Adam is removed naturally. So... I do them. That can't be removed. It can't be flipped. It can't until the player just normally takes their turn or it's removed naturally. So,
for the record, other games that do that exact thing, they change the color. So Dragon Champions, for any effect that cannot be removed, it's blue instead of green. And Star Wars, I think, has a different color.
You know, a first level, not even upgraded character that has a couple defense downs, if Adam gives him Safeguard, then it doesn't matter how hard somebody hits, that's how higher level they are, they won't be able to flip it, they won't be able to clear it. And then Safeguard itself...
So change the color, you fucking idiot.
Can't be copied or stolen, so nobody's going to take that away from him if he has it.
Okay, so you mentioned copied in there. We've got a lot of characters that can copy abilities.
So wait, let me get this straight. Adam Warlock comes out and counters a team that two separate, basically free-to-play characters, Kestrel and Silver Surfer, counter. So we now have an entire team that beats the Black Order when we previously had 12 to 15 characters that could beat it.
Abilities now. Silver Surfer is one that comes to mind.
Effects off of them, but Safeguard itself can never be copied.
Okay.
So if you hit somebody with Safeguard, you might be able to copy all of their other effects, but Safeguard itself won't come with it.
Okay, so
Dude, like, because Tawna had the same information I did, Tawna, me, Valley, we were all informed that the X Factor and their legendary would be used later to unlock a character. That information was about 70% correct. X Factor and a legendary would be used to unlock someone. Just turns out it was a completely different legendary than their legendary, which is why this entire setup has been so strange. Like, so strange. Go ahead, let's find out. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone else is saying about this, because, like, speculation was all over the place, but, like, everybody was off. How do you get rid of Safeguard? It passes on their turn.
Safeguard, that works of...
Nebula, who will be...
Wow, the strongest Nebula in the world. I don't know. I can honestly tell you guys, I have no idea. I am completely out of my line.
Getting a series of updates and rework, and Gamora.
With the rest of as well.
Sword's dope.
Yeah, Gamora is getting, well, force to be reckoned with.
All right, that's really exciting.
Clear regeneration on everyone on the enemy team.
Yeah.
A Safeguard.
We already saw his stuff. We already saw this. Okay. None of this matters anymore. You can extend Safeguard? I don't know. First of all, it's not going to work. So we just get that out of the way. All right, I'll say it for now. Safeguard prevents... Basically, Safeguard says all buffs on your character cannot be interacted with. They can't be removed, and they can't be flipped through, like, Thanos or Doctor Strange. They can be taken, but you don't lose them. It goes away when the Safeguard goes away, which is after a turn. So Safeguard, it's not a buff, it's like a weird special state where, like, your buffs can't be removed. That's it. Your buffs are your buffs are your buffs, period. Someone can take them and have a copy of them, but you don't lose yours. They just saw that with Surfer. That's what it says Safeguard is, which makes sense. The problem is you can't copy Safeguard itself, and Safeguard can only goes away when you take the turn. It's just buff protection. That's all Safeguard is. Cool. Like, that's a cool feature. This is killing me, man. I don't care that it's 4 X Factor characters, but, like, 4 X Factor in Jubilee? To me, that's insane. That might be true. Sylvester. Requirements of ISOs. Requirements of ISOs I don't like. I guess it's technically better than Red Stars, but I care less about requirement of ISO than I do Gear Tier 14. Like, fuck you, man. Gear Tier 14? I have to bring multiple men to Gear Tier 14? Like, that's a thing I have to do? I don't like this. And like, does he look super impressive? Like, he stops the Black Order. I'm not even talking about Polaris. Like, listen, Shatterstar and Longshot, thumbs up. Great characters. Totally reasonable investments, right? Gear Tier 14 ISO 5 Polaris? Whatever, I guess. Dude, he doesn't even look better than Maw. Because he doesn't safeguard everyone. It's just Infinity Watch allies. If he safeguarded everybody on his team, I'd be like, fuck yeah, that's amazing. He's great. But just the Infinity Watch? I'm sure this team will be great. But like, I just don't care. Yeah, I skipped. I mean, I get every character as many stars as I can in general, but like, Doom raids locked behind ISO 8s. First big updates will thematically link to ISO 8s as a requirement to participate and as additional rewards. Yeah, this is a problem. Characters that used first 5 nodes of Doom will now be equipped with at least ISO green level 4. And the remaining nodes are level 5? Requirement? They are the coolest team you don't need. Well, specifically Shatterstar and Longshot were the coolest characters you didn't need. Damn. Yeah, we're all done blitzing now. The soulless degenerates are about to get paid? What are you talking about? Why? Everybody, well, like, it didn't matter. Whoever the next character, whoever, like, there's, like, let's look at it like this. Even if it was Heroes for Hire, the people bought them already, you know? Referring to Infinity Watch. Oh, you just saying they're another coolest team you don't need? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't know, man. This is fucking weird. Like, if it was like the Astonishing X-Men, I'd be shocked but happy, right? Like the Astonishing X-Men, oh no, but at least they're good. And if it was like the Shadowlands, I'd be like, oh no, it was good. I'm thinking of like what else this would be like. Literally insane. Like, someone provide me with anyone who said it was going to be X Factor and Jubilee. Warlock, Nebula, Gamora, Moondragon, and I forgot the other character's name. Wow. Yeah. This is actually worse. This is the worst case scenario. Like, this is actually worse than if it was Heroes for Hire. Phylavel, yeah, that's it. I'm sorry that we're not doing our normal conversation, but this is garbage. I don't see a single positive here. This is like terrible. I'm surprised they told us before everybody bought more defense character offers. None of the characters existing have been previously farmable, correct? I guess it was an Axeman after all, in a way after all, huh? It was nothing. That's why I'm saying nobody was fucking close. Like, most of the people who were like, it's X Factor, were like, it's X Factor in Surfer, it's X Factor in Kestrel. And then there was the people who were suspecting it was the Astonishing X-Men, which would have been better because then you can at least farm the Astonishing X-Men characters, you know? So, yeah, you'd have to get Jubilee, but at least they'd put those characters in. This is significantly worse than Black Bolt for Maw. Significantly. This might be the worst unlock since Phoenix. And even Phoenix was a giveaway to so many of the players of the game. Like, anyone who's been playing the game since the beginning got Phoenix for free. Like, I'm not even looking at it. This is easy for me. Like, I know it's silly, but like, I have all this. I think Polaris is just under, but like, if I buy the battle pass this month, I'm done. Or if I just do the next month's battle pass, right? Like, I think she's like 30 shards away from 5-star. X Factor isn't a bad team though. Yeah, but neither is Astonishing X-Men. But X Factor is, but you can't compare X Factor to the Astonishing X-Men. Like, the Astonishing X-Men are strictly better. There's supposed to be a fourth character. They haven't gone into it. You can now use Doom to unlock Phoenix. Yeah, exactly. I just think I just may get to unlock him next year. I mean, that depends on where everybody else is farmable, right? Jubilee's not that hard to get. She's hard, but not that hard. X Factor is a luxury team. Yeah, but there's no definition of luxury team other than Heroes for Hire. Yeah, we just went over it. Basically, it's not a buff. It's a status. Your buffs cannot be removed or flipped. That's it. Until Safeguard is gone. Safeguard can't be stolen, removed, and then any buffs you have can't be stolen or removed. You can copy them, but you can't take them off. Polaris and Longshot are now 5-0s. Yeah. But again, I'm talking about it from outside of my perspective. This is fucking terrible, man. From my perspective, I'm a whale. Like, I have everything. Like, it's no big deal to me. So I gotta remove that from the conversation. Because I was also, as a whale, willing to accept Heroes for Hire. You know? This, I don't know who this benefits. Everybody who invested in X Factor? Yeah, that's everybody. Like, even I did. But, like, the Doom Raid updates requiring ISO 8 level 4 and 5. Again, ISO level 3, it costs, what, 9 total ISOs? Cry about it, right? Like, it's not hard to get characters to ISO 3. It doesn't benefit anybody who drank the long shot Kool-Aid. You think everybody who bought the long shot, who maxed out long shot also has, like, everybody who drank the long shot Kool-Aid also has all the other characters at 5-star? I didn't drink the long shot Kool-Aid, and I have all the characters at 5-star, except one, who I didn't care about, and I will get her soon. She's 4.5. Well, ISOs couldn't sell well because ISOs were one of the best systems. They managed to take the best thing they did to the game, which was introduction and release of ISO 8s, and then bastardize it by now making it not an option but a necessity. This kills me. Yeah, we knew we knew this was going to happen. We talked about this before. Doom 1s are going to be easier. Doom, and then there's going to have, like, what, 3 or 4 difficulties, so you should be fine there. Long shot to the war store. Long shot? No. No. Longshot will go to like... Longshot will go to like Raid Store. Polaris or Multiple Man will go to the War Store. Yeah. Polaris will go to the War Store. Do I read right if Blue ISO reward is only gets you to open a Blue ISO orb? Maybe. Any chance ISO rewards will be good enough for the Doom raids? Guys, I'm not feeling good about anything that's happening. Catch a speedster. Hold on. Sprint to the raid store. And get... Okay, so raid store, Yo-Yo, we knew about that. And Anti-Venom is replacing Yo-Yo by having additional... But he's not being taken out of the other orb. So they're what they did with Cole, they're doing now forever. Anti-Venom is going to be in Mega Orbs, Basic Orbs, and Premium Orbs at a higher drop rate. So they're no longer, which is better than when they had characters that were exclusive to drops. They are not making this game easy. They are making it worse. Whether you're an alliance leader or just a dedicated commander looking for an edge, more information is now in your fingertips form of AMSA. The API, which is currently embedded, will grant you access to certain game data, allow you to understand and strategize effectively. Whatever. I can't know, man. Like, I can't even begin. I'm kind of done speculating in this game now because there's not a single person. Like, nobody who said it was going to take X Factor was right. Because it's not X Factor. It's X Factor and Astonishing X-Men. Like, nobody who said it was Astonishing X-Men was right. No. It won't be 2 Doc Ocks before the second Jubilee Pass. It'll be 2 Doc Ocks in, like, a month. Dude, Doc Ock... Go, like... I think it was like week 6 or week 5 that they had that offer. They had that offer that was like $50 for a ton of X-Force characters. Because I could have bought that offer, but it was my second month. Yeah, dude, I'm at week 10 right now. I think it was like less than a month and a half ago we had Doc Ock. So they literally just doubled Doc Ock instead of Jubilee, who was supposed to be next on the list. Which I guess is fine, giving you more time to get Jubilee now that you know. I guess that's actually fine, right? That, like, it's a good thing. We're not talking about Jubilee, we're talking about Doc Ock. I guess it's a good thing they're pushing Jubilee back. It gives people a little bit more time. Which is also fascinating because that extra time is going to get me a 7-star Jubilee, so I'm not really mad about that. I think giving people more opportunity for Jubilee is probably better. Oh, exactly. Actually, that's true for me too, Ross. We've had a lot of time, to be honest. I understand. I don't fault them for pushing back Jubilee to help other people get it, because no one would have guessed Jubilee. Like, who's right? Anyone who thought it was the Astonishing X-Men, they're wrong. They still have to get X Factor. Anyone who's thought it was the X Factor has to get Jubilee. The only people who win here are the people who buy regardless. Usually when I'm wrong, like, it's better for everybody. Usually when my information comes out incorrectly, it tends to be better. Here, it's like nobody wins. Congratulations, nobody wins. Everybody who went all in on X Factor still needs to go to get Jubilee. Everybody who went all in on Astonishing X-Men still has to get X Factor characters. None of them have been farmable. I don't like this at all. I don't like the unlock. I don't like the requirement anywhere of ISOs. Like, make the fights harder. Character availability is whatever. I don't care. Doc Ock returning is whatever. Korath and then Misty Knight. 2 blitzes. Like, here's the problem, right? I don't care about the blitzes now. Right? And now watch like Heroes for Hire and Adam Warlock unlock Jesus Christ, the Nazareth. The Nazarator. Like, and then who gives a shit about Star Wars? May 21st? That's today. Oh, it's the double drop? Okay. Chaos Theory, whatever. No one. Who's happy? Is anyone happy about this? Like, really? And again, please keep in mind. Jubilee's doing fine. X Factor are doing fine. You know? Like, for something that hurts me in no way, I could still look at this and be like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. X Factor, the information was X Factor and the legend and their legendary would unlock. That was the information that I've been talking about for the last couple months. That's why I was so confident that the X Factor was not the next character unlock, because it was like the X Factor and the legendary. So all signs pointed that that this next legendary would be the X Factor's legendary, and then that team would combine together. No possible way. Like, my brain couldn't even have opened it up. My brain is incapable of thinking of it from that way. With the information I had, there's no way I would have guessed in a million years. It would be like X Factor plus a legendary, like a random legendary. I don't think it's that impossible. Keep in mind, I did not buy Shatterstar or Longshot. I did not buy Polaris. I don't remember if I bought Polaris. I really don't remember if I bought Polaris. I think I did because she was cute, so that's fair. But ironically, the only character I didn't buy was the one that. Yeah, I thought I bought Polaris. Yeah, so the only character I bought was the only one that isn't 5-star. Yeah. Well, when I thought about Heroes for Hire, that's why I was like, they got me. They got me for $100, right? That's fine. I'm putting them on defense now. But man, this is rough. I think I might be able to push, like, if I spent money, I can get a 6-star out of Warlock. But that's not what, like, that's so dumb. I doubt that. I doubt I doubt they're going to put the X Factor in the Arena Orb. I don't think they'd ever put that, but I don't think so. I mean, this is stupid, but it's not asinine. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't malicious. You got me. Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's to me, it's so crazy. It's so crazy how like nobody could have guessed. Because nobody, like, well, that's not true. Anyone could have guessed. Nobody did guess. X Factor and Jubilee. Ugh. Weird. All right, back to the game, I guess. So free to play, you are fucked. A newer free to play, yeah. Older free to play probably could have it. Considering that like Shatterstar was an event, I believe Longshot was a campaign. Uh-huh. That's right, Nate. So, how you only get 50 Polaris? 100. Oh, you're right. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize that. I'm sorry, man. I totally forgot that as a free-to-play player, you're only getting 100 Polaris shards over 2 battle passes. Oh, shit. Because I forgot they didn't actually make her release in a correct way. Like, in a way that made sense. That's why I only have a 4-star fucking Polaris. I forgot that she's a battle pass exclusive. Shatterstar was campaign among shows, which whatever, who cares? They're both 5-star. For me, anyway. So yeah, Polaris is gonna screw everybody. Yeah, Polaris is going into War Store. 100%. 100%. 100% Polaris is going to the War Store. I'm upset. I'm not upset at me either. I don't give a fuck. Which factor will go into the Arena Orb? None of them. None of them are going into the Arena Orb. They're not putting... There's no fucking way they're putting a legendary unlock character. Like, they might put him in the Blitz Orb. Right? But there's no way they're putting him in the Arena Orb. And Blitz Orb is bad enough. But at least, like... Yeah, yeah. Multiple Man in the Blitz Orb, thumbs up, great. Arena Orb? Oh, no. You don't even have to make a choice in the Blitz Orb. At least the Blitz Orb still gives you good characters you care about for a better price. It's $350 versus $500. If the Arena Orb was $450 or $350 instead of $500, yeah. Make people roll that expensive ass worthless orb for a chance of the shards they need for a legendary. I mean, that's... people will quit. Some, like... Not like a person will quit, like a huge group of people will quit. That is a huge quit. That is a huge quit. Like, premium, like, Blitz Orb exclusives were like, that kind of sucks, but whatever, because ultimately everybody gets to a point where they're only opening Blitz Orbs anyway, because that's all that currency is really good for. Yeah. If you don't have a realistic shot of, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Please understand that I think you guys don't see the world for how it is. You just see it from your perspective. So let me help you understand a little. I have access to, for the sake of this conversation, like nigh infinite fuck around money. Like, there's nothing I can't buy. I have so much extra money laying around that I started a second series where I spend $60 a month because that seemed like a reasonable expense. Like, I'm not saying I'm rich. I'm just saying, like, to do this, I have a shit ton of money to throw into this game. And, like, I'm still only buying one offer of Misty Knight, and here, like, I'm still not buying Gear Tier 15 gear offers, and I'm still waiting on Doc Ock. You know what I mean? Like, Doc Ock is literally, I have 4 legendaries at Gear Tier 14. 4. 15. 4. I got all 4 of them up. And then Doc Ock's still the only one who hasn't come up there, so I gotta wait on him. So, like, as somebody who can buy whatever he wants in this game, even if it's, like, a shitty price, why aren't I? If you can't answer the question of why isn't a person capable of spending money, then you really shouldn't be talking about spending. This isn't a brag. It's not a humble brag. This is information. Take it how you will. I can go ahead and buy something. Hold on. No, take your time. So this is how much I've spent in May. Marvel Strike Force, other game, other game, other game, Twitch sub, Marvel Strike Force, other game, Marvel Strike Force, other game. The money's there, right? So why would I not be spending money on this? Why did I limit myself at $60? Because that's a challenge to me. It's more of a challenge. It's more fun to be like, dude, at the cost of one AAA title a month to keep playing the game, what can I do? And honestly, I could do a lot of stuff. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. So for somebody who has the access to be like, I could just buy it if I want it, why haven't I? The answer of why I haven't is because I don't need to. Because my fun isn't in that same conversation. I bought 2 offers of Heroes for Hire as a hedge just in case they unlock the next legendary, because I knew I'd be able to get the rest of the shards after one. Maybe I got a little bit lucky and maybe I could take a break, but I knew I'd be able to get the rest for free, or, you know, for blitzing or whatever, especially if the characters became farmable. They hooked me. Under normal circumstances, remember, didn't buy Multiple Man, didn't buy Longshot, didn't buy Polaris, I'm sorry, didn't buy Shatterstar, didn't buy, what's his name? Red Guardian, didn't buy Bishop, didn't buy Kitty Pryde, you know, never bought Beast back in the day, didn't touch White Tiger, like, I don't buy characters that aren't important. They might be important to you, but I don't buy characters that aren't important to me and the growth in the game. There's a reason I bought Kestrel on this account, because Kestrel's really good. And especially the earlier you are in the game. You know, the reason I didn't buy a Surfer offer, but bought the Battle Pass for Surfer, is because I knew that there would always be Surfer offers down the line in the future. Pretty much for a very long time, actually. Basically, the entire time that his pass is running, there will be offers for Surfer at $20. So I'm not worried about it. If I ever need to buy more in the future, I'll go ahead and pick up some more. Like, when I get to 30, I might spend 20 and bring them up to a 4th star or something like that. I'm being cautious with the money I spend here. On my main account, I'm cautious with the money I spend there, too. but there's no reward in spending money in this game anymore. Or at least spending excess money, because all you're buying is the necessity to buy more. What do you mean? How does that surfer offer show? This offer, it shows up every 5 days. Every 5 days, this offer will show up, and you could buy it twice. They have removed the cap on the number of times you could buy Surfer. It's on all, you can always do it. There's windows in which you could buy Surfer once or twice, but then the window goes away, and then it's basically every raid season. So every raid season, you could buy 2 new Surfers. Marvel Future Revolution is net marble. All right, well, I'm sorry. Have you bought it recently? When's the last time you bought Surfer? It doesn't go away until you buy it. If you buy it twice, it goes away until the next raid season, the raid milestone season. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't bought it on my main account yet because I'm not at 100 of 200 yet. When I'm at 100 of 200, I'll buy 2 more. Strike Pass worth it? Which, the Strike Pass? There's 2 Strike Passes. Okay, technically that's not correct. There's 2 Battle Passes. The Strike Pass is the daily one, the dailies one. So yes, that one is worth it depending on where you are. It's less worth it as you get as you reach level 80. It becomes only an issue of whether you want the character. But the earlier on in the game, this Strike Pass right here, like this is the level 2 Strike Pass. This one's also okay. It's doing okay. You haven't bought him since his battle pass. Call him. Tell him. Here's my Silver Surfer. Sorry if you can't really make it out. He is 5-star 4 red. Here's my Silver Surfer offer right here on my main account. Sorry it doesn't come up too clearly, but you get the point. It's there all the time. Well, that's because it wasn't the X Factor. It's not an X Factor unlock. It's X Factor and then an entirely different team's legendary. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's fundamentally the first time they've ever done this. The closest to this we've ever seen before is Phoenix. I don't want to talk about this anymore. This is it's disappointing. It's disappointing because of the number of people who now have to work on stuff. Like, legendaries are hard to get. That's fine. But, like, here we are, the guys who spend a lot of money in the game without really paying much attention. Again, not worrying about it. Never missed a legendary on first pass. Not about to start now. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter. But this sets yet another horrible precedent. And I look forward to watching more and more players quit this game as time goes on. Because previously I was very happy to watch this game grow. But now I'm going to have a 7-star Jubilee. Is 2-star Surfer strong enough for DD4? Not really. But at the same point, if he's the 4th or 5th character you're bringing in, he'll be fine. That's not fair. Adam Warlock is legendary. Adam Warlock is legendary. Jubilee's not, but Adam Warlock is. You know, Phoenix is. Magneto is. Star-Lord technically could be, but not really. Nah, he can be. Nick Fury, I get. Like, they used to be fine. Doc Ock, definitely legendary. Maw, no. ISO 5, yeah. Yeah, this entire thing, there's an above zero chance that I missed because not being able to gear Jubilee up from the time when his second pass to when he comes out. I didn't even think of that too. I just realized she's also a mutant. Do you know you don't need mutants to unlock Magneto? You could use one Mystic character. Infinity Watch team in the game? No, there's 2 missing characters. Moondragon and Phyla-Vell. I meant the characters that could unlock them. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. That's, well, they're only that's, if they cared about making a good, and watch Letterkenny. Or, more specifically, the movie The Social Network. Where he said, I bought, look at my energy. That should answer your question. Where the line from The Social Network was, if you invented Facebook, then you would have invented Facebook. Only they were talking about Fartbook and Letterkenny. If Scopely was a good company, then they'd be a good company. If Scopely was good game developers, they would develop a game well. Yep. Let's put things into perspective, though. And I want to talk about this because this is defenseless, right? I do like to spend some time talking to the community and talking about what's happening with the game. And you know, there's not much I could do to update. I do most of my daily and weekly stuff for the game on my daily and weekly stream. This is a recap. It's supposed to tell you not only where I've gone over the week, but what I've done. And you can kind of see the game has kind of devolved into a point where it's Kestrel, Silver Surfer, and who gives a shit character. You know, like these two and then whatever. Let's look at my arena real quick. Oh no, I'm 73. If only there was... What's the best fight I can do? 63? 10 points? Sure. Nope, that's 64. Yeah, DolphinTale, not defenseless, sorry. 63, please. Cool. Oh no. I told you guys when it happened, the game is going to be, for me, people who have Surfer and Kestrel and people who don't. There is nobody who has Surfer and Kestrel that's going to come close to top 100 in my arena shard now. Anyone who didn't spend all their time, effort, energy, or money getting as much Kestrel and that, we're going to be owning the arena. The other two you mentioned? Yes. Moondragon and Phyla-Vell. Alright. Who are we ability blocking? You can suck taint. And let's boop. Boop you in the nose. Kill you. Take your things. Oh no, don't kill my Hela. Please don't kill my Hela. You can hit anybody else, though. It doesn't really matter. Who'd you hit? Oh, Surfer? That's fine. Ah, unfortunate. How are you not dead? Count as business expense? Yes. No, don't kill her. Boop. Boop. This kid seems to almost encourage him to die. I wonder what the other characters are going on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It is real quiet today. The entire game just... Did I shut my... Do I have music playing? I probably don't have music playing, probably. Sorry, guys. I shut the... I turned off the music earlier. When we were watching the video, but ugh. What's sad? Do I have sad music? Sad. I do. We have sad. There you go.
Early in the morning, wake of day, I'm lying here beside you.
Sad music.
Think of something to say. You're gonna have to leave soon.
I've been sitting on a level 1 Nebula. This kind of sucks seeing... Again, it's... So a lot of people get weirded out by a concept called empathy. You can actually find a lot of those viewers watching Casino more often than not, too. You know, the very me viewers, they always end up at Casino, usually. I don't know why. It just happens to be that way. Where people are like, think it's better for me, so I think it's great, as opposed to being able to look beyond yourself and realizing when something is bad for other people. It's called empathy. A lot of people lack it. I have no problem. They could have said the next legendary unlock is She-Hulk, Nebula, and the Ravagers, and I'd be like, done. Next. 5-star, all of them, go. They could have said it was the Heroes for Hire and a brand new character, and I would have had it. Like, for me, there's nothing they could have done that would have made me not get the legendary. Like, at all. The longer a character has to get, like, all my Astonishing X-Men are 5-star, all my X-Factor, my Shadowland, like, they're all 5. Like, I got them there, you know? Or close enough that I'm only gonna have to spend about 30 bucks or something. No big deal. And 30 bucks for the cost of a legendary, not the worst usually. But I understand that that affects other people in really meaningful ways, especially when now you have to farm differently in a way that's less impactful. Farming the X Factor does not help you. Period. So it doesn't matter where they're farmable or how. X Factor does not help you. They are a war offense team. Period. At least, you could utilize all of the Pimtech. At least you can utilize all of the Pimtech. No, it still doesn't. Yeah, you can have whatever opinion you want. I don't know. This entire thing just sucked the entire wind out of him. Like, that blog post was full of nothing but disappointment to me. To be fair, I did say they have until about November where they could just start shoving cactuses up everyone's ass. The Dad Bros are good for DD4 and Doom, right? 2 members of that team are good. And then for Doom Raid, you'd still rather use the Astonishing X-Men. The Astonishing X-Men require less investment and do more. But yeah, I don't know. This team is useless. Actually, that team doesn't work too bad. If you don't kill Polaris early, she groups everybody up for Crystal's second turn. So that's not a bad setup. It's just not going to happen. You'd much rather use, like, Magneto Blob. and then Kestrel if you're gonna pull that off. The Dad Bros work well for the mutant boss in Doom Raid because you can clone, adding a new character called Sinister, and let it run with double long shot. So you're saying if you have a complete team and those two Dad Bros, which is absolutely phenomenal, but that doesn't make them better. That just makes them, like, remember the difference between usable and good, right? Yeah, that's a tough one. Usable and good are not the same. I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked because I believe they've already made their money off of the X Factor. Like, I don't think seriously, there's probably a handful of idiots that are like, all the people who didn't invest in X Factor are gonna regret it now. And it's like, no, they're not. They're not. They're not. You have over a month and a half. You have literally over a month and a half to worry about catching up the rest of the characters, and you know that they always make characters farmable. It'll be fine. I promise you a lot more people are going to get a free... I'm sorry. From now until the unlock are going to spend no money and get that character. You know? We need you to do that voice note tune. Which voice do you want? I may have to leave my alliance now. There are no new team videos, because there's no new teams. That's not true. I do have one team video coming out, and it's going to be for the Heroes for Hire team. That one is done. Let's start farming stuff. All right. Unfortunately... No, we're not touching you. You suck. Zemo... being level capped sucks, man. I don't have anything to work on. That's not true. I have 3,000 energy that I'm specifically using to pick up some extra characters I'm farming here and there. When you get this kind of energy pool. Hydra counter stage 4. There's so many teams that counter the Heroes for Hire. Dude, someone punched down a pretty significant amount, but with the symbiotes, you know? They'll get more people to buy the strike pass. Why do you think that? Like, you do know that people only make purchases that do something, right? The people who don't care if the purchase makes a difference have already made the purchase. Everybody who wanted to buy the battle pass already bought the battle pass. The only people now who are going to buy the battle pass are the people who that extra 50 shards is going to be a meaningful amount of shards. You know what I mean? Because you're only getting a maximum from the battle pass of 200 shards of Polaris. That's 150 shards away from a 3-star. Yeah. So no one's gonna buy the battle pass unless they know it's meaningful amount. You think they'll make long shot the chase one? People are gonna buy long shot no matter what. People are gonna buy long shot no matter what. They might do something stupid with his farmability, but like people are gonna buy long shot no matter what. Like, why do you think Cole is in the premium orbs? He's the only one that people were not gonna buy. Minus the 5 they give you for free. What do you mean 5 they give you for free? Nobody spent, like, guys, I'm sorry that, like, it's weird for you, but nobody goes, or let's look at some offers real quick. I'm not buying this offer unless I planned on buying both, because 50 shards puts me to 54. Oh, minus the 5 they give you in the counter? Got you. Thanks, Joshi. Like, 54 shards ain't fucking shit. Nobody is buying 50 shards. They're buying the next star. Or, if you are like me on my other account where I have just under 100 of 200, you know, I'd imagine I'd buy that. Like, you don't buy 50. It's 50 shards. What are you talking about? What do you mean 40 shards? Yeah, no, it's 50 shards. It's $40 for 100 shards. 3 of the characters are going to be 10 shards away for what it's worth, since there are only 4 characters in 7 days. They're terrible. This pack, like, there's no situation where this pack is gonna matter. Unless you're around 50 shards, plus or minus 10, away from ranking her up, no one's buying this. Because the people who would have bought this already fucking bought it when she came out. Or are buying it now because they have 0 and they just started. This is not changing how they're making money. That's not the deciding factor on this. People don't spend money because they just like, oh, I need this thing. There's a reason why most people spend money in these games. I, ostensibly, would buy this offer because I'm close to unlocking Thanos. I'd probably, if it was 56 of 100, it would go up in value a ton. But just 50 shards? Sweet, I'm gonna spend $30. Seriously, answer this question to yourself. Who in their right mind goes, I'm gonna spend $30 and almost get something? Not even a chance to get something. I'm legitimately almost getting something. Nobody does that. They'll either commit to spending $60, right? They'll make that commitment. This is the gambling gene. So, no. The battle pass, maybe it's a little bit easier to convince people to buy, right? Maybe it's a little bit easier to convince people that it, like, hey, we could just buy the battle pass. Maybe. I don't know. I could care less about this. I don't care. The battle pass is of no consequence to me, nor has it ever been. I bought the last one because it was Surfer. It's all about the character. And guess what? On this account, we are not days, not months. We are literally years, or in the essence of over a year, away from the period of time in which I would even begin to start worrying about Adam fucking Warlock. Would you care to hear why? So, I am level 62. I cannot do anything of consequence until level 70. With this much energy in my bank, I'm still like this, like, I have to, how long is this gonna take? Was that 12,000? What do we get a day? About 1,000 a day minimum? Minimum? So this is 12 days? I can't even farm the characters I need to get Jubilee for 62 is 12 days away. 63 is 12 days away. 64 will be 14 days away. 65 will be 16 days away. We're over a month and a half now. Like, you guys remember it took 3 months for me on my main account to get from 75 to 80? A little bit over 3 months. From 70 to 75, it'll also be around 2.5 months. You can max out at 1,700 a day. You get about 1,200 a day from completing literally every aspect. Yeah, the X Factor will be farmable before that. Crazy. 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 Crazy that they use 2 incomplete teams instead of waiting to complete one of the teams. I have nothing. Either way, it doesn't make a difference. Right? Like, it's going to be, until I hit level 70, just three and a half months to get from here to 70. And then it'll probably take another 6 months to get to level 80. So getting to level 70, I have an infinite supply of things to do and an infinite amount of characters I have to work on in order to accomplish a task. We are literally talking about years. We are literally talking about years. Can't donate, buddy. I donate at night, not during the day. So I have to wait for an hour and 40... I have to wait till reset. Free to play first pass comes down to hoarding. Free to play first pass unlock comes down to hoarding and blitz. Yeah. Safeguard, they fucked up Safeguard, but it'll be okay. Yeah. No one's happy about this. Cool. Adam Warlock and 4 heroes from unlock the 5th X Factor, remember? Honest to God, dude. Honest to God, man. At this point, might as well. Josh, you know what I mean, Joshy? Like, at this point, might as well be. I want to rename this to the most disappointing day of this account's run. So I don't care for this account about Adam Warlock because nobody who's been playing the game for this long should care about the newest legendary. That is the fastest way for you to fuck up because spending all of your time and effort and money on that is just going to kill you. Gear tier requirements for legendary unlocks. I'm aware. I've seen everything. There's an ISO requirement for the unlock. Why wouldn't there be one for the Doom Raid? Yeah. That's so weird. So, like, I just don't get it. Whatever. So I'm not spending all this in one shot. I'm generally speaking, I do wait for like reset. Both daily reset and everything. And just so you guys are aware, you gain 1 energy every 5 minutes. That's 12 energy an hour. 288 energy is the maximum amount of energy you can lose in a 24-hour period if you stay at energy cap. This is important because the longer you stay at energy cap, you know, every 10 minutes you lose 2 energy off the pool, right? Right. But, and this is where the other part of the conversation kind of goes down. I have 2,900 energy. There is absolutely nothing that is worth spending that much energy right now on. If I stopped, I bought 5 o'clock, right? If I didn't spend any of this energy from now until 5 o'clock, this is how much energy I would have lost. This is how, like, is 288 energy worth wasting 2,000 energy? The answer is no. So, like, I'm going to wait at 8 o'clock when my thing resets, I'll spend some, and then tomorrow at reset for me, I will spend the rest of my energy. That's generally what I do with these energy packs because that 288 ain't shit. It's actually not even going to be 288. It's going to be about 12 times 5, 60 energy. The inefficient use of energy be worse than missing out on passive energy? Again, it's the math. If you inefficiently use 60 energy at the cost of not gaining 60 energy, you've lost 120 energy. You know what I mean? But, like, if you inefficiently use energy at the cost of a ton, it doesn't make a difference. Keep in mind, you still get the refreshes. Why do you think that some of the whales, when they know a level increase is coming, start stockpiling energy? Because they could spend 600 energy a day in core value and still net profit energy without worrying about losing 288. Yeah. Apple longshot should start cable next 23 be able to clear the first 3 Doom nodes. Probably. Team looks good. The worst thing they did is anti-venom on orbs. New players get hurt most from this. I don't know if that's the worst thing they did. It's up there in the shit category, but I don't know if that's the worst. It's hard to pick a worst. Not getting anti-venom doesn't kill anybody. It doesn't hurt anybody. Any new player starting the game in the last 3-6 months not getting anti-venom doesn't matter to me. There's nothing I need anti-venom for. But that said, I'm not saying it feels good. You know what I mean? I'm not like, yeah, give me that garbage anti-venom. SSM to milestone sucked. Yeah, but that's always gonna happen. SSM to milestone, actually, they're called the Orbiates now. Someone mentioned the other day, because the only way to get most of the good, all the good symbiotes are through orbs. The gear tier is not a recommendation. The gear tier is a requirement. Just so we're all on the same page here, why I'm in a bad mood about this. Screws people's Dark Dimension progress. Until Dark Dimension 4, correct. But up to Dark Dimension 4, no, it doesn't. Dark Dimension 3 also. Just a reminder, here's Adam Warlock. His team is the Infinity Watch. He is a legendary. His kit is okay. The Infinity Watch characters themselves are him, Moondragon, Phyla-Vell, Gamora, and Nebula. Those 5. Jubilee, and 4 X Factor characters, which there still is a fucking 5th. Like, just so we're all on the same page here, there is still a 5th X Factor character that we don't know. Doom 2.4 and 2.6 difficult. Yeah, it's obviously not great. So this is a required Jubilee, like required, you know, Black Bolt, and then this. So this right here fucks everybody. I'm sorry. The only people who aren't fucked by this are the people who spend more money than they have sense. Hi, how are you? Safeguard is an ability that prevents you from losing or having your buffs flipped.
So, talking about the super free, generous, legendary character?
Oh, for me?
And me?
For us?
For no work?
Yeah, come on in.
Super generous for free?
Yeah, the I got a free character but fucked everybody else? Yeah.
Thanks, Scopely.
Yeah. My roommate. Oh, thanks! Thank you, guys, so much for giving me a free legendary. At almost 6-star, might I add. My Shatterstar and Longshot are about halfway to 6-star. So, that's fair. Why are they doing the Jubilee event? So more people have access to her, I assume. So more people have access to get her. They don't want them to be farmable in game. Yeah. There are about 3 good characters of the 5 that are in this pool. So it's kind of the same as the Maw unlock. There's 3 good characters, right? There's Black Bolt, there's Crystal, and there's Yo-Yo, and then there's the other 2 idiots you gotta use. Because people spent money on Axemen already raids. Correct. I'm not questioning why Axemen. I'm not questioning why Axemen. Why, like... I'm sorry, I'm not questioning why not Axemen. That makes sense. I'm wondering why Jubilee and the X Factor was the decision they landed on. Understand the blog to go from 7.1 to 7.2 only needs 60%. Now, you need a 60% the previous in order to unlock the next tier of Doom, which will have reduced unlock requirements of completing Ultimus 7 at 60%. You needed to 100% in Ultimus 7 in order to do Doom 1. Now you only need a 60% because the Doom raids have been nerfed. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Please understand what free means. Free to us whales is I don't have to pay anything extra. I already spent my money. That's what free to me means. I don't have to give anything extra. And as of right now, I don't have to give anything. Polaris. Polaris is the question mark. All my other characters for this, they're done. So I get a free legendary because I've already spent all that money. Everybody else in the game is fucked. It's insulting. But me, that cost is gone. You know, on the other side, I just blew $100 on Heroes for Hire characters, so, you know. Yeah, please understand, free does not mean the same thing to the same people. And again, they clearly don't give a shit about free-to-play players, or else this would never have come up. If they cared about free-to-play players, they would have made the Astonishing X-Men the unlock team. Yeah. Character availability is an insult. More defense is my favorite expense. No, but I have them both done. This is the only piece of information that's positive. Everything else is negative. The split here is negative. This Gear Tier 12 requirement. Gear Tier requirement. Gear Tier 12. Long be done the days of you only working Imagine if you needed to have a gear tier 12. Yeah. Yeah, no, go ahead, everybody. Go ahead. Everybody talk about how this isn't that bad. Imagine having to have a gear tier 12 Ant-Man to unlock Doc Ock. Just to unlock him. Oh, Ant-Man was Jubilee, sorry. Imagine, like... Requirements, not recommendations. Yeah, imagine you needed a gear tier 14 hand assassin. For X Factor specifically, it doesn't seem as bad. Oh, it does. Polaris and Multiple Man get it. Like, you have to bring Multiple Man and Polaris to gear tier 14. Not get to. Please get the difference. Not get to. Not get to. You have to. Not get to. Not an option that you have as a player. For veteran players, again, this isn't about me. Dude, I brought Nebula up to 9 this morning when I found out that this was real. I'll show you my, let me open up my real account. ISO level 5 is even worse than gear, in my opinion. 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Yeah, this is bad. I'm really sorry that this went from a catch-up. I mean, I guess to be fair, and thankfully, I did hurt my back earlier this week, so I didn't play much, I didn't do much. Jokes on them, I already have Ultimate Man. Yeah, you chose to. Now you have to. Now people have to. Have to versus get to? Man, I'm really happy I was able to eke by without having to waste such an investment. Man, I'm really happy I could get my Multiple Man and my Polaris are gear tier 12, right? But I'm a 3-year veteran. Like, I have so much gear that it's not even fucking funny. They haven't released a character that I haven't been able to gear tier 12 in a day or two. And gear tier 14 in less than a week if I want. And max tier 4s in a week. Yeah. First of all, that's not the future of the game. This game has always rewarded wider rosters. This game has always rewarded players with wider rosters. That's it. You have always been able to do better with a wider roster. What were we looking for? I don't even remember why I did this. Someone asked something. Nebula. Where is she? Yeah, I did that. Anyone who watched my stream yesterday, yeah, we fixed that. Like that was this morning. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, heard it was happening, moved it. Like, immediately. 6664, knew it was coming. Oh, she could... Cute. Yeah, wide is not the same as... Hold on. Wide is... Like, you don't have that many 15s, right? 15s are part of it, their own thing. But like the number of characters you have over 100, the number of characters you have close to 100, you know, these things start adding up. Pirate Nick Fury. This is it. He's done. Like, and keep in mind, Warlock is going to be, let's see, the patch is somewhere around here, 14th to 21st, right? So Warlock is somewhere at the end of July. Awful, right? Awful, but whatever. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Garbage. Character level 65. Granted, that goes with gear tier. No, gear tier 12, you could do at 60. Every requirement. Not recommended. Requirement. Minimum requirements have to happen. Gear tier 12 is 65? That's... Is it? No. Is it? I thought gear tier... I thought... Oh, 70 is 13. You're right. My bad. My B. They don't even have to make the event harm because you need gear regardless of difficulty. Cool. Okay. I swear I had a character at 65. I swear I thought there was 60. Oh, that doesn't matter because usually I bring characters to 10. That's probably why I was confused. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Honestly, it's been so long since I've even, like, thought about a character under level 65. Usually I just kind of slide them up, so but that's just me anyway, so that's why I got confused. Again, if it was the X Factor with their completed team, I wouldn't have a problem. The reason I was so adamant that it couldn't be the X Factor is because, as I've said many times, the X Factor and their legendary was going to unlock a character in the future. Not the X Factor and a random legendary. That's why I was so adamant that the X Factor wasn't going to unlock it. I've said it before. I've been clear on it. Like, no, I know the X Factor and the character was going to, and the legendary are going to unlock a future legendary. No one was right. Like, nobody was right. Everybody who's like, it's going to be X Factor, didn't know this. Everybody who's like, it's going to be Astonishing X-Men because Jubilee's hard to get, didn't know this. Oh, Trey asks in his passive, it says Villain Protectors. It is finally, everybody, we finally have the team that beats the Black Order. Don't worry that we've had that team for 9 months. Don't worry. Haven't caught up yet, Adam. Don't worry that they've released 2 characters Silver Surfer and Kestrel that already single-handedly stop the Black Order, providing you have any characters of power around them. You know, like you don't have a specific team, but like those two characters individually and together crush the Black Order. So thank God they released a legendary team that beats the Black Order. Thank God. Yeah. Thank God. Can't wait. So excited. And this isn't even the good legendary team. Disappointment. I truly don't even know, like, where to go. It makes everything I'm doing here seem... It will balance the war meta. Black Order are going back on defense. Why? I could still beat the Black Order with the Black Order. That's the reason Black Order should never have put on defense. The Black Order still beats the Black Order. People who put the Black Order on defense lose. Like, maybe one or two if they're really strong. Everything, Goofy. This is the most disappointing thing I've ever seen. Every aspect. The only thing that wasn't disappointing is the API, and I'm not even holding my breath on that one. This was the most disappointing blog post I've ever seen. It helps nobody but me. It literally helps nobody but me. You won't need Black Order to beat a team. Every defense has an answer. Yeah, so why would you not choose to have the team that, one, answers itself, and two, also answers every other team? Like, I don't understand that logic. My Black Order beats every team in the game. Why wouldn't I want a team... Like, that's a skeleton key team. Of course I'm going to use that on offense. Because every time you put a Black Order on defense, someone has to have... Doesn't have to, but someone can have one on offense. Black Order has never been a defense team. Like the first couple of months they came out, maybe. The Black Order hasn't been a defense team in a while and still isn't. The Black Order is the best team at beating a team in the game. 700k Marauders, 500k Black Order will beat them. But there's no... They're not a defense team. Isn't Yo-Yo in Raid Store a big deal for free-to-play, though? And I fucking bought her. Yes, now, in order to unlock Black Bolt, you don't need to farm 2 characters from the arena. You can now farm 1 from each store. What do you use Yo-Yo for? Nothing anymore. Nothing. I don't need to. Are there any teams you can beat only with Black Order? Is there any team you can beat only with Black Order? No. No, that makes the team questionable. That's the exact greatest answer of a defense team. If there's only one if they only answer one team, right? Then they're a defense team because you really don't need it. It's like what team are you beating with what teams are you beating with the AIM team? You know, nothing, right? So like whatever. But no, the Black Order can beat every team. Every single team. Why would you put that on defense? Why would you? That's like saying, why would you put the Brotherhood on defense? And if you put the Brotherhood on defense, power to you, man. I could black order them. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't, if there is, I don't understand the logic. If the team can beat literally anything, why would you put it on defense? If the team could beat anything, including itself, why would you ever put it on defense? I don't get it. I just don't see it. To force people to use their big hitters. And if they have, okay. And if they don't have the Black Order on defense, they already have the answer. So that theory only works if, one, okay, dude. Yes, you're right. We'll see that if the adding a new team that beats the Black Order, in addition to the Black Order beating the Black Order, makes it more of a defense team. We're not going to see. It is. It is a fact. But, you know. Like, you don't put the best offense team in the game on defense. But you can. And then, thankfully, anybody who gets the new team, right, will also beat those characters. So, if anything, the Black Order has lost more value on defense by the presence of another team specifically designed to kill them. What are you using Ghost Rider in your account for? Nothing. Nothing. Ghost Rider was just the easiest investment at the time when I was working on Mystic characters. Is Ghost Rider on bonus drop? Oh, I already farmed him. Just looking to see if any of these characters are worth farming. Let's see who else is unlocked stuff. No. Now 3 months of Remen and Valley talking about whether or not Warlock shapes up the arena meta. Yeah, let's ask the guys who put Colleen Wing on arena defense what they think the next legendary is going to do. Let's ask the guys who were questioning whether... I was actually doing the video with both of them when they were talking about whether Jubilee was going to be an arena shakeup, and I was like, no! Absolutely not. Isn't Ghost Riders good for Heroes 7, 1 through 3? Yeah, sure. Heroes 7, 1 through 3 is City Heroes, right? Ghost Rider, Ms. Marvel, Night Nurse, Punisher... If I get Symbiote Spider-Man in time, we'll use him. But he's not getting much stronger than that. Yeah. 3 months of Casino telling us how to use the Infinity Watch team with only 3 members. No, I'm more concerned. I'm about to play Spot the Dumbass. For the next week, it's going to be Spot the Dumbass. It's going to be everybody who's like, look, I invested in a mediocre team and now I'm getting rewarded. I invested so much in a war offense team. How's your Jubilee? I got her too, so you're a whale. Nuh-uh. Yeah? You got a 400k Astonishing X-Men and a 400k X-Factor team, and you're not a whale? You're not spending at least as much as I am? All right. Not any particular person. No, but that's not... I'm not talking about any particular content creator. like vein spotting. No, I'm talking about people. Like, whales are whales are whales are whales. Whoever the next legendary character was... Yeah, Dabros are necessary for DD4. I fumbled toward an enemy without ult up. I'm a pro main. 3 months of who do I use in place of Adam Warlock? Oh, God. I should just quit. Is there any other games that are looking for content creators? I can't, man. I am done speculating. Never again. I'm now only gonna tell people my information who are in my Patreon. I won't be giving any other information out to anybody who isn't in my Patreon. I'll post a Patreon link of all private information. I just don't want to deal with it. I can't speculate anymore, man. DSA? Yeah, right. Switch to Genshin and Warframe content? Fucking, how do you make Warframe content? Hey, guys. Watch. Nauseous, nauseous, nauseous. 10 million gold. Yeah, I said I'm not speculating anymore. Matter of fact, I think that's going to be the thing. I will not be speculating anymore. You're going to hear me say I don't know a lot. Yeah, any information I have from now on, I'm not even going to talk about on stream. I'm going to be like, that sounds cool. I'll start selling my information. Free base Limbo starting 26 Prime. Oh, yeah. Make 300 videos of the same build on each weapon. I'll record the same... Okay. Wait. What if I did a Warframe video? There's a Reddit post that includes your name. Where? Send it to me. Send it to me so I can read it. I'll do a Warframe video. Yeah, hit me in the DM. Is that a Warframe video? The Warframe video is going to be very simple. It's going to be, I'm going to record one video discussing the mods of the weapon, and then that's it. And then I'm going to cut and paste it into 46 videos with a different title of the weapon. So it's going to be like, this is how to use Legion. This is how to use Tipido Prime. This is how to use Bow Staff. This is how to use this thing. Cool. Oh, no, this post is great. So it's, actually, I'll put it live, too. This is awesome. Oh, this makes me so happy. Here, let me share it with you. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Oh my god. Where'd it go? Yeah. How do I give the wholesome reward? How do I give it? Which one's wholesome? Vowie does videos with me all the time. Get the free award? What's the free award? I don't actually do anything here. I don't actually. I don't ever use Reddit. I'm so happy. Let me just put it to you as simply as possible. If the X Factor plus Jubilee is the unlock team, I promise you, everybody who watches me is probably also gonna unlock it. Because it didn't matter. Because I always said, no matter what. Yeah, this post is fucking hilarious. Because I always said. Oh yeah, no, we're starting shit now. Because I always said the X Factor will not be unlocking the next legendary. They will unlock a legendary down the line. I was wrong. I agree. I apologize. Because I didn't understand that the X Factor wouldn't use their legendary to unlock a future legendary. They would be something else. C'est la vie. Oh no. We're good. Just owing some debts. The post said thank you. The post said thank you to Philosopher for telling everybody to go all in on X Factor since day one. Yep.
It's been too long with too many wrongs.
So be it.
What have I done?
I'm more interested now in seeing the number of people who under no circumstances would have gotten the next legendary anyway that are upset. I would have bought them if I thought they were the right character. This is the community we live in, guys. So for the next week or so, the biggest things I'm going to be paying attention to are simple. There's not much I can do, so I'm going to be trying to spend the rest of my energy out. Again, I'm going to wait for 8 o'clock to spend the rest of it as far as this is concerned, right? Then there's maybe a handful of other things that I'll try to work on, but she can't be brought up anymore. Oh, it doesn't matter to me. I think Philosopher has some pretty good content overall. Again, I really don't think there's any content creators in this game that are particularly bad or good. I think y'all just have that. But I do think this community is like 86% garbage people. So, like, I don't really worry too much about it. And even some of my fans tend to be assholes too. So, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I can't do this until level 65. So, like, literally, there's no reason to even bother with so many other things. So I can't do much. So I am stuck. Oh, look, by the way, look, long shot. Nah, he's been here for a while. Shatterstar, however, not much. There's not much I can do. You know, I can still farm up characters for a handful of maybe so close to a long shot, right? Well, Shatterstar is a little bit far behind, so I can't do anything on him. Oh, wait. I can't do RTA. That's the biggest issue. RTA unlocks at 64. I wouldn't have gotten it. I'm used to it. If you don't spend, you don't get the new... What I'm mad about is that now I'm forced to put resources in multiple man in Polaris. Yeah, right. I mean, to be fair, it's going to be a long time, right? Like, you don't... Like, Gear Tier 12 isn't unreasonable an investment. They learned from the Pimtech. I mean, it was... Pimtech was way different, right? Like, how many characters did you have to invest in to unlock Doc Ock? It was like X-23 and Negasonic, and that was it. Maybe Cable. How many characters did you have to invest in to get what's it called? Black Bolt. Black Bolt, you skirted, man. How many Quakes and Karnaks were still in blue gear for that unlock? You know what I mean? No, that's more. Black Bolt would be, how many Sifs and Heimdalls were in nothing when it was just Thor, Hela, and Loki? You know? Black Bolt was invest in Hela, maybe Loki because you've had him and Thor. You know what I mean? Those guys were already like 7-star for most players. Nobody touched Hela and Sif. So this is the revenge of you getting away with so many. Just think about this right now. There are going to be players, I mean this, there are going to be players who have 5-star Gear Tier 10. Gear Tier 10 characters, right? Maybe 1 or 2 at 12. Maybe 1 or 2 at 13. Hell, maybe Shatterstar and Longshot are the only 2 characters you have at Gear Tier 14, and everybody else is, you know, Gear Tier 10. And those people might lose. They might lose the unlock. Like, there are going to be people who are just under. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Revenge of Mysteria, you didn't buy Polaris and you got 2 3-star. Suck it, Commander. No, I just think that the information I had was wrong. Or, like, was not correct. Like, I was told that the legendaries, not the next legendary, but I've said it, the legendary down the line. sets them up for what they'll do in the future. Yeah, but they're always slippery sloping. The problem is it's never a slippery slope. It is the next fuckery. Gear tier 10, 5-star. You know, maybe you can invest in one character. There's gonna be an entire group of people who would have the team at gear tier 10, 5-star, and they won't be able to put the gear or the ISOs in to unlock. So it's no longer an issue of just having the stars and the gear to make them a little bit stronger. Now, adding these additional requirements, not just recommendations, has made it so that players can miss by more than just character shards. That kind of screws the entire game over as far as I'm concerned. That's pretty much unstoppable garbage.
I'm sorry, my dear.
What are you gonna do?
You think you've learned your lesson?
I don't know, man. I'm a crazy guy. We don't do Galactic Legends unlock as super geared characters. And here's the real line, right? This is the end of the thought of this conversation, because this is done. We've already talked about what I'm doing with my energy. We already talked about where I'm gonna go. Hey, look, it's Longshot. We already talked about what I'm looking to do over the next week, and also I missed a lot of this week because I hurt my back earlier. So I missed most of Tuesday and a little bit of Wednesday because back. So I'm a little bit behind, but ultimately there is nothing else I can do. I'm spending energy, I'm farming characters, I'm honestly trying to farm, like, characters for unlocks, if I can get through them, because that's all I can do until I'm level 70. There really isn't anything else, even close, you know? Like, I could farm Cable, Mystique, I could farm a little bit of Psylocke here and there with my extra energy, and this all goes far if I pull them, you know? So, as far as what I'm working on and what I can do, you know, like, there's not much to begin with. And honestly, I really don't worry until I unlock Wolverine, who should have been unlocked a couple days ago. I just missed a couple of days worth of work. So be it. So I really don't have much else to do. So here's the closing thought, right? Here's the closing thought of this week and what's going on. This type of change is gonna hurt more players than it helped. Even if they had the foreknowledge. Do some RTA for Shatterstar unlock? Great idea. Absolutely phenomenal idea. Tell me more about things I could do at level 62. Yeah, there was no chance. And even that, I'm not even that far behind. Like, this is gonna put me well back up within the confines of what I need to do there. But they have now made the game more difficult for more players. Not Tony. Not Tony. Tony's gonna be fine. Tony's always gonna be fine, because Tony's a whale. Tony is a whale. Oh, soon. Soon. Yeah, the big takeaway is get fucked, Commander. It's unfortunate, but that's the big takeaway for this day. I'm sorry it wasn't a normal upbeat, angry Tony. This is more of a disappointed, I don't want to play this game anymore Tony. I'll get over it, I'm sure. Maybe. But if the future of Legendary unlocks look like this, if you have to invest in mediocre, not just Shatterstar and Longshot, who are good characters, but if you have to invest in more mediocre characters, right? And a legendary that doesn't have anything to do with them to unlock, and you need to have gear, and all these things are requirements. How many people are sunk costing their way into this, you know? How many people are going to say, this is worth it? I don't imagine many. The good news is the costumes are kind of stupid, right? And these events that only give you 40,000 costume charges if you add them all up, when both of these cost 50,000 individually, and then Thor is 25,000. June 5th, I think, is when the event ends, so you're gonna have a couple more opportunities to get it. But I do feel like if I have to go 110% into these types of events in order to get the costume, they're also missing the point of costumes. They're supposed to be fun, accessible, cheap rewards that you as a player can obtain by putting a little bit of effort forward. Legendaries are supposed to reward you for investing in star ranks of characters that will help you, and then the challenge of the fight is what's supposed to determine whether or not you as a player can beat it, because a higher skill that character can do more with lower investment than a lower skill character who might need a higher investment. That is just across the board. And of course, Doom raids requiring a degree of ISO investment is interesting overall. Because honest to God, you probably would be putting ISOs on those characters anyway. But again, the opportunity to do something is worth 1,000% more than the requirement to do something. An opportunity to start doing Doom raids with characters that you haven't quite had the time to put those resources in, versus no longer being able to bring it in until you've invested 80,000 ions plus into the characters. It's actually closer to 150,000 ions just to get to 4, not including 5. To get the setup. And then the ISO 8s themselves, you're going to need 81 of, or 27, and then 81 of each one. So it's rough. It is rough. Every decision they've made in this blog post is, generally speaking, player negative. I could say that as a player who is unaffected by any of it. That's what's the most important takeaway from this. Nothing that they have said has a negative effect on me. I am always going to have that. I understand that the world does not play the game the way I do. I understand that most people don't play anything near when I do. So I recognize that this is going to be a lot more negative for a lot more people. And I'm sorry that you guys have to deal with this, right? Anybody who did invest in the X Factor for any reason, great. I look forward to you getting your Jubilee, getting her up and being able to do this, as long as, of course, you have maxed out your Jubilee as well, who also happens to take mutant gear. I look forward to seeing who the 5th member of the X Factor team is. That's great. Other than that, I'm pretty sure I'm done for the night. I have a couple of YouTube stuff coming out over the next couple of days. Just fun stuff now that I'm able to sit in front of my chair again and iron out some videos. But one of the ones I want to get done is the Heroes for Hire team review, even though it's incomplete. Now I suspect we're probably not going to see a 4th on that team for some period of time. So I will go ahead and pop that video out for you guys. Other than that, I want you to have a good night. Have a great day. Be safe out there. If I do a stream, it'll be a pop-up stream this weekend. I don't really think I have anything else to talk about. So peace, everybody.